Cancer, you bust somebody's bubble and now they feel exposed. And you might have told the truth. You might have just walked in a room and existed, but it's something about you. And it couldn't have been anybody else to do it like this. It's almost in a way like God specifically made you the instrument that bust someone out, bust someone's bubble, but it was necessary. Okay, you had to be the one to do it. All right, so if anybody feel bad or guilty about anything, then this is your sign to don't. As I was saying on the collective reading, some of y'all have no idea the things that have been done to you behind your back. And if you did, you just might catch a case. This is why God has kept it hidden from you. But some way, somehow, the person that you bust a bubble, and you might not even know you bust a bubble. It could be a whole fire going on behind you. You don't even know. But the whole thing is the reason why you was the one to bust a bubble is because they directly behind the scenes was the one that did something. I'm hearing the word inflict. They inflicted some type of, here's another word, affliction. So there was an affliction in your life, and it was directly connected to the person who you bust a bubble and exposed them. So we're gonna be jumping into these vibes, okay, to see how this pans out for you. The Urban Suburban Tarot is now available. Head on over to waterstarvibes.com and order yours today. Let's start with an oracle card, okay? Here we go. Heal. You see how this person is breaking free out of those chains? And I was saying something about you being afflicted. Somebody had you in some type of bondage. Okay, could have been on a workplace. It could have been in a relationship, family, friendship, whoever, but they felt like they had some type of power over you. And then they created some invisible or illusionary chains. And you busting free or breaking free from those chains exposed them. You and this person is like they like let's say they were sitting down and then they burst up and they stand up for themselves. That in itself exposed somebody. Maybe somebody thought they had some type of power over you. They went around telling people, "Hey, look, I got them on a leash. I got them on chains." And you bust out them chains. They're like, "I thought you said you had them in chains." You know what I'm saying? So it's like you did something that went contrary to what they said or what they did. Okay. Or you just left somebody. You broke free from something. You quit a job. You told them to kiss your butt. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's jump into the vibes using the Urban Suburban Tarot. Okay. Very first card. What's the energy? Ooh, 9 of coins. And it looks kind of like the heel card in the female version in the form of you being free, independent, wealthy, okay, abundant money. Okay, you could have a person, but you still have your sense of independence. Now, this says bliss, wealth, and freedom. For some of you guys, this is the vibe and energy that you know what you shouldn't be in. You should. What you mean? You are who you say you are. Somebody said you was broke. Them chains, that bondage, you broke. You ain't got it. Your house trash. You. But then you show up looking good, body tea, face tea, you got money. You see what I'm saying? You come through what I say, contrary to what they said. You're the exact opposite of what they went around telling everybody, and you popping in. You looking good. You existing in this vibe and energy makes somebody look real dumb. In fact, it exposes somebody as a hater because they just projected what they wished that you were like. Okay, they made themselves look dumb. And then crazy part about it, they projected their own bondages. So now everybody like, okay, well, if they not suffering the way you said, then where you get that from? Is that what you suffering from? Is that a projection? So they exposed themselves. And I kept getting this for a lot of readings. All they had to do was shut up. Sometimes that's the easiest thing you can do to avoid trouble. Just be quiet. People, nobody even asked. Let me just open my mouth and just start spitting. But let's go behind the scenes. Come on, Cancer. Let's go behind the scenes. Let's lift up this veil. 2 cards jumped out. I haven't seen them yet. What's going on behind the scenes? Something that you are not aware of, but I'm going to reveal right now. First card. Ooh, look at them. Exposed. Beat up. Somebody, boy, life is whooping they butt. And didn't I just say that? I haven't looked at this shit. I'm put it down face down so I can't see it yet. But didn't I just say it's the exact opposite? Come on. These are both 9s. They said you down and out, you broke, you broken, you beat up. You know what I'm saying? You bleeding, you alone, you by yourself. Look at how they described you to everybody. And then you walked in the room like this. I thought you said it was in a wheelchair. I thought you said somebody broke their legs. I thought you said they got beat up. They always in defense mode, ready to battle, ready to fight. And then you walk in the room looking like this. You don't have a baseball bat. You got a purse full of money. What are you saying? Oh my God, that's how they described you. Sorry. Okay, let's look at this one. Ooh, come on. It's the 7 of Wands. So it's like they described you. You see how this person is standing up with that baseball bat, but that person sitting down after they got beat up. So what's happening in the background? This is the first way. They described you like this, and you probably were like that. You was beat up, down and out, terrible, horrible. But then you stood up for yourself. You took that baseball bat, you got up on your own 2 feet, and you see down there some villains and stuff, and you start beating butt with that baseball bat. And then you went home and changed your clothes and went out. Ended up looking like that. So they didn't see the fight, right? But also at the same time, somebody was lying, going around saying you got beat up. This person took the baseball bat and you one of the goons laid out. Now you sitting on the porch with a baseball bat, hoping to redeem yourself. Okay? Take that how it applies. That is a lot going on right there. But man, that's what they out there saying. But this is why they out there feeling looking stupid. Okay, so let's see what we got. What's good, what's positive, what's high vibrational about all of this. Oh, 8 of Swords. Well, at least they're thinking about it now. Oh, now you feel stupid. Yeah. They got to go to the park at night and swing on the swings by themselves. Okay, so what's good? They trapped, restricted, and worried. Everything they wanted for you. And you know what's so funny? Remember we was talking about those chains earlier? Yeah, they feel trapped by the same chains that they tried to trap you with. That is a lot. Okay, they tried it. Okay, and so now they're afraid. And a lot of things, they're like, there's so many different scenarios and so many different ways that things can play out. They don't know which one it's going to be. From A to Z, they can think of all kind of different horrible things that could happen, and maybe one of them will. And they're trying to figure out which one is worse than the other, and they can't figure out because they're all bad. All bad. Let's see what we have for the low vibrational position. What's something that they should have watched out for? Or maybe something that you need to know, okay, that you got to watch out for. What do we have? Ooh, the 2 of Coins. Wait, hold on. Budget, finances, planning. So for some of you guys, you got people planning stuff with your money. Or this is what they were doing. Somebody was making plans about you, budgeting, financing, like getting together with other people to sit down and make plans about you, your future. If it's a job, how we gonna cut them out of their hours? How we gonna demote them and give them less money? Right? Those kind of things. These are the type of things that are being found out, which is so funny too, because the person, remember I said it's them with the low finances? See, in any other position, this is good. They're budgeting, they're financing, they're planning for their money, but it's just like, no, we're going to plan and we're going to pay attention to you so hard and tell everybody how broke you are. And by the time we look up, we ain't got no money, but you got all of it. So somebody is losing money and losing sleep. Okay. They didn't, you escaped some change, maybe for some change. You escaped some change. I keep saying change. You changed. Okay. You used to always say yes. And one day you said no, but you escaping these chains left somebody high and dry. Let's say they was milking you, using you for your money, you was helping them pay their rent, their bills, or they was just doing something. You slipped out of their grasp and it was too soon for them to plan. So let's say, oh, you paying the rent all the time, or we 50-50, whatever they doing, right? And then all of a sudden you move. End of the contract. Oh, we not going into this. It's the end of the lease. All right, bye. I'm moving somewhere else. No, you need a roommate. We gonna be roommates again, right? No. You know what I mean? Like, you caught somebody off guard. You quit the job sooner than they could fill the position. Now they don't know what to do. Okay. They gotta close for 2 days and they can't figure out, how they gonna make this money back. All right, second hand applies. But you slipped out too soon. Next 7 to 14 days, what do we have? Ooh, 3 of Wands. Now you see how they standing there like bosses waiting on the shipment to come in. A ship finna come and it's finna deliver them something that they've been waiting on. Okay. Expectation, hustle, foresight. So for a lot of you guys, since you escaped this bondage, you got stuff that now you can use your hands, the same hands that was in chains, spiritually, metaphorically, psychologically, emotionally, however. Now those chains have left your hands and you can use those hands to receive now what God has for you. And it's some new stuff. Okay, get ready. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, King of Wands. It might be a new person. Okay, something is coming in. This could be a new person coming in, but it could also be the person who is feeling some type of way that you escape these chains. Okay, but it says boss, visionary, hustler. Okay, so again, this could be a person that's coming in for you, a person who can help you manage or do whatever this is that's coming in, or this could be the person that we're talking about, that person who feeling like they got exposed, they got that little bubble bust. Okay, you a big time hustler, you the man, you the woman, all that kind of stuff, but somebody came along and got off your chains and didn't fold the way you made other people do. Okay, you're gonna have to live with that. Exposed. You probably ain't as powerful as you thought. All right, you can't check everybody, especially a chosen one. You dig? So that's what I give you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, get in the comment section, let me know how this video resonates with you, and run on over to waterstarvibes.com and grab your copy of the Urban Suburban Tarot right now. All right, thank y'all so much once again, and I'll see y'all in the next video.